everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, here to review some Seattle Seahawks action. What? Seattle Seahawks action? What are you talking about, man? Football season's over. Exactly why I want to do a Seattle Seahawks season review. And boys and girls, let's get this out of the way first. Congratulations to the New England Patriots on winning their 6th Super Bowl ring. Last night beating the Los Angeles Rams 13-3. Fuck yeah, fuck the Rams! Sorry, I had to get that out of the way. But without further ado, let's get into the season review. And also, before we get started on the actual season review, Paul Allen, obviously, passed away, in the middle of the season, and he's been such a huge figure for this organization. And rest in peace. Thoughts and condolences to the family. And honestly, it's because of Paul Allen we have such a great organization that we can all cheer for. All the 12s, all the Seahawks fans. We can on a bad, or a shitty weekend, we could still turn to our Seahawks and watch them play the beautiful game of football. So thank you, Paul Allen. I feel like everything that the Seahawks are, players to fans to all the people in management, it all boils down to Paul Allen. And I just want to say thank you to Paul Allen again. And I know it's weird, but it's Paul Allen. He was the greatest, one of the greatest owners. And he really did provide such a crazy impetus for changing the organization, which was about to leave Seattle, right? And to keep him here, keep him in Seattle, and then for them to eventually win a Super Bowl, it's incredible. So, without further ado, let's actually talk about the season. I know it's all this stuff, but the Seattle Seahawks in the 2018 season finished with a 10-6 record with a wild card elimination in the playoffs. Now, boys and girls, I'm not going to lie to you. If you go back on any of the videos on this channel I shot for the Seattle Seahawks for the 2018 season, everybody knows I've been bitching about them in the preseason, where I thought the Seattle Seahawks were probably going to go 7-7, or I apologize, 7-9 or 8-8. And I kept this kind of cloud of pessimism because obviously when huge personnel leaves, it feels like your soul's been sucked out. I mean, especially guys who've been cheering for like a minute, dude. I mean, come on. Richard Sherman, leaving to San Francisco just made me fucking sick. Cam Chancellor just being injured and never being able to play, essentially, that hurt. That really hurt. The whole contract holdout with Earl Thomas was a fucking disaster at times. And at times, really, no, it was a fucking disaster. I mean, I thought it was a fucking disaster. And so, with all that pessimism hanging in my head, I just thought, fuck, man, this was not going to be a great season. But I was proven wrong. I was completely proven wrong. And I'm glad to admit that because, man, the Seattle Seahawks were so fun to watch this season. 10-6. For me, it was a completely unexpected 10-6. Obviously, you go to these little YouTube snippets of the players talking about what they feel about themselves in the season, and you get the sense that they knew what they were gonna fucking do, but clearly us fans really didn't. I know there's like a small segment of the Seattle Seahawks fans that were saying 12-4. I know one of the commenters on here a couple months back said 12-4, and respect to you, my dude. You got it closer than I did, relatively speaking. And really, what was really crazy about the season, before I start going off on the list that I wrote here, the crazy thing about the season was it just felt like the team was rejuvenated, especially after week 3 or 4 after we beat the Cowboys. It just felt different. Something about the season felt really good and different, and I loved it. I loved this. I loved the ride, and even to lose to the Cowboys in the wild card rounds at Dallas, which is funny enough, I actually went to Dallas in October, and to see my team lose like that, it was disappointing. But 22-24 loss in the wild card round, I just thought, you know what, man, we're gonna come back. We're definitely gonna come back, and These are some of the things that I want to just get out of the way. Biggest surprises of the season. Number 1 rushing offense in the league. Let's really wrap our head around this. Number 1 rushing offense in the league. Obviously, huge shout outs to Chris Carson, Rashad Penny, and Mike Davis. Also Russell Wilson. Our guy Russell Wilson. Mobile quarterback Russell Wilson. Great throwing on Russell Wilson. I know! If you're not a Seahawks fan, you're like, fucking this guy's going off on Russell Wilson. Do you understand what this guy was doing this season? Russell Wilson. Just because we had such a great running game, obviously number 1 rushing yards, rushing offense in the league. For Russell to have the numbers he did, I believe it was like 38 touchdowns on 7 interceptions, 110 quarterback rating, 110 plus quarterback rating, minimum amount of throws, relatively speaking, but the efficiency was ridiculous. And that has to go to a huge shout out to Russell Wilson, Brian Schottenheimer, and all the guys on offense. Obviously, the O-line doing tremendous amount of work. Leaps and bounds from the 2017 season, in my opinion. And the other highlight, big highlight for me this 2018 season was Bobby Wagner. Obviously, we all love Bobby, boys and girls. I mean, Bobby and Russell Wilson were drafted in the same year. And Bobby played a near fucking perfect season. 1 missed tackle. I mean, if that doesn't scream surprise to you guys, I don't know what else does. And here's the thing. It's bittersweet because all these great moments, and of course we don't have much to show for it, right? At the end of the day, you know, the whole idea of sports is to win, right? Of course, the journey along the way is to learn about yourself, character, motivation, all these things, but it's bittersweet because all these positive, great moments, and you just, to lose and just to be short 3 games. Well, 4 games. So let's talk about some of the things I really do, expect improvements moving forward. So things I want to see improved moving forward into year 2. Obviously, as much as I loved Russell Wilson doing his thing, he got sacked 51 times. That was a bit of a problem for me. And, quite honestly, I do kind of crap on the O-line all the time. And yes, there are aspects of the O-line where we do have to improve on, but there's also aspects of Russell Wilson where, all right, decision-making has to be a wee bit quicker. But really, it was one of those things where, okay, it's momentary frustration. I'm sure they'll get better at it. I hope they do. I really hope they do. And really, the other major thing was the fact that what we talked about earlier in the video, our old defense was essentially gone. So we had all these new young pieces come in. And again, surprisingly, they played so well relative to how quickly this was kind of assembled. And I'm expecting really fun things in year 2 with this defense. Obviously, having injuries too, boys and girls, is never a fun thing to deal with. One of our great rookies that showcased his skills in the first 2 weeks, Will Disley, tight end, was injured. And it's unfortunate because you got to see the glimpse of what he can potentially do, what he can do for our squad. And obviously, Earl Thomas going down was very disappointing. But Will Disley going down really, I thought, was a punctuation for our offense. Like, fuck, we might get fucked. But I expect awesome things for Will Disley in year 2. That's going to be really fun to watch. Schottenheimer year 2. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, I can't wait to see this offensive coordinator just do his shit. And listen, I was one of those people like, Brian Schottenheimer, really? We're going to get the quarterback coach from Indianapolis, the guy who didn't really have much with Andrew Luck. But yeah, I mean, there's a whole fucking context thing with Andrew Luck there. But I am really excited to see what Brian Schottenheimer and Pete Carroll are going to do in year 2. Obviously, Ken Norton Jr. Coming back to the squad was huge. And again, year 2, I'm excited about what the coordinators can do. I mean, our O-line got so much fucking better. So, all our coordinators, shout out to the fucking Seahawks coordinators for just doing such an incredible job this season relative to the expectation that the fans had and the kind of, again, the pessimism that was kind of hanging over our heads. But again, to subvert that expectation and just do really well, that is just phenomenal on them. And again, huge shout out to Pete Carroll, who I had been doubting for a while. But man, in Pete we trust, right? In Pete we trust. Other things I really do want to see, in year 2 is the continual rise of punt god Michael Dickson. Oh my God, Michael Dickson. Okay, my man is from Australia. My man went to Texas in college, and this man is a punt god. Okay, so Dicko mode, right? There was this thing online with Dicko mode, and I swear to you, whenever Michael Dickson punts, they should just play sicko mode in the background. Dude is fucking amazing. Oh my God, Michael Dickson. I can't wait to see that guy in year 2. And this is a crazy thing. I never thought I'd be excited about a punter, man. But the dude is so fucking skilled. The dude sets the defense and team up for success. That's what great punters do. And this dude did it in year 1. So year 2, woo! I'm expecting awesome things from Michael Dickson. So be on the lookout for that, boys and girls. Now, when we talk about year 2, well, not really year 2, right? But the next upcoming season. I keep calling it year 2, but yeah, it's a 2019 season, essentially. So in the 2019 season, before the season starts, we are going to have contracts that are going to be up. So I want to talk about some of I want to list the unrestricted free agents that are upcoming right now. KJ Wright, Nico Thorpe, Earl Thomas III, J.R. Sweezy, Shamar Stevens, Michael Kendricks, Deion Jordan, Sebastian Janikowski, Brett Hundley, DJ Fluker, Mike Davis, Justin Coleman, Frank Clark, Maurice Alexander. I obviously think Earl Thomas isn't coming back. I genuinely don't think he's coming back. I think the biggest priority that we have to set ourselves up for is Frank Clark and essentially KJ. I think really, if I had to pick a top 3 to prioritize on, I'd say Frank Clark, DJ Fluker, and KJ Wright. Those 3 guys I would definitely say are some of the guys where I would say you need to keep these guys to get something going. We need great things happening in the near future, and man, Frank Clark was phenomenal. He was phenomenal this season. Excellent pass rusher. KJ just coming back to form. Of course, he was in and out, a lot of injuries, but when we got to see him, oh boy, we got to see him. And DJ Fluker, my God, every time I see DJ in the fucking O-line, I'm like, oh man, shit's getting done. Shit's getting done. But I expect the Seahawks, executives in the organization to take care of this, get the situation done. Obviously, we want Frank signed if we can. Of course, we want a lot of these guys re-signed up, but sometimes business doesn't work that way. So we're gonna have to keep a close lookout to what happens. And obviously, the draft is coming up too. I believe the Seattle Seahawks will be 21st in the overall pick standings, I guess. And so, with all of that, boys and girls, I am really excited about the 2019 season. I'm not going to lie to you. As you can clearly tell, despite the football season officially being over as of last night, I am so excited about the 2019 season. And let me tell you some of the things I'm personally wanting to do in the upcoming season. I want to go to my first home game for the Seattle Seahawks. My first ever Seattle Seahawks home game I would love to go to and just... Oh man, I've been to Seattle 3 times, and I would love to just make that a huge exclamation mark of making it a 4th time to Seattle and watch my Seattle Seahawks do their thing. And I would love to go to an away game. Right now, I think more than likely I will be going to Atlanta. Hopefully November, because Atlanta just gets fucking disgusting and hot. But hopefully one home game, one away game to watch my Seattle Seahawks in the 2019 season. Boys and girls, this was the Seattle Seahawks season review. I know it was a bit long. I know a lot of these words didn't fucking connect as well as other professional sports media personalities would. But you know what? I'm just a fan, okay? I'm just a fan who loves this team, who, yes, if you watch any of the videos I shot for the Seattle Seahawks, like I said, I have been critical. I have been pessimistic. I have been a negative Nancy about the team a lot of times. But it comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of admiration, respect, and just deep passion for the organization. And trust me when I say this, I want the Seattle Seahawks to win. I want the Seattle Seahawks to go lift that Lombardi trophy one more time and just cement our legacy as a great organization. And you know what? 2019 season, we might do it. We might do it, boys and girls. So, go Hawks! All you 12s, guys, let's hope for the best. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on all links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now, fuck off.